Good morning. Peace and blessings. Happy Friday. It seems the technology is changing so much and I don't know what's happening, but I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Instagram and this will this will work itself out at some point. But today is a Venus day and Venus is the planet that rules Friday. And Venus is the energy of reciprocity. Good morning, whomever is here. If I see that someone's here, Venus is the energy of reciprocity. It's the energy of money. Hey, Jamila. It's the energy of money. It's the energy of how we restore ourselves. And one of the things that's so significant that I got really excited about, and I've done 3 lives this morning because I really want to talk about this. But I've been reading this book called The Goddess Sekhmet. And in this book, it talks about the the 5 bodies um and the afu is considered the physical body. This right here is called the physical body. And then there's something called the ka, which is the sensory body, the things that we feel in our bodies, the pleasure, the pain, the things that we sense, like a mother will sense that something is going on with her child, or a wife will sense that something is going on with her spouse, or you go to work and you sense that something, all of that is the ka, the sensory body. And hey, Renika, the thing about the sensory body is that the sensory body is alive. It's living, it's just invisible, which is why you can feel things. But sometimes, not oftentimes, sometimes the sensory body is supposed mm, to feel like it is the physical body. And then when it feels like it is the physical body, you have a person who's like, I'm a man and I feel like I'm a man. My body feels like a man's body. But when the sensory body and the physical body are not aligned, a person will feel like they are a different gender. And that is completely normal. It is completely normal for the Ka and the Afu to have 2 different realities, and for one to be an actual male body or female body, but to feel like you're a woman or a man. It is not out of alignment, especially as we are being upgraded as human beings and moved more into a greater experience of androgyny, which means that we don't, we are not identity with the physical body. We are not meant to be overly identified with the physical body. Why? Because the physical body is only 10% of who we are. That is it. The other bodies, which are the Ka, is another percentage, a greater percentage. Then it's something called the Hadit, which is we actually have a shadow body, an entire body that holds the things that we can't deal with, the things that we can't remember, the things that are too painful, the things that are greater than our capacity to be within this physical body. That is called the Hadit. And then the Kau, which is a spiritual body. And then the Sahu, which is a magical body. So we have all of these bodies that most of them we're unaware of. We're unaware of the Ka, we're unaware of all of these bodies. And so it's important that we understand that we are so much more than we can see and than what we think we are. So Venus today is in Taurus, and Venus in Taurus is about our value, right? So a part of your value is how you identify yourself. I am a man, I am a woman, I am black, I am healthy, I am an American, whatever it is. All of these identities are a part of our sensory body because they come with all of these agreements, right? So when you say you're an American or you feel American, it comes with all of the things that the American history has, right? When you say I'm a part of this family, it comes with all of the things that your ancestors went through in this family. And it's important that you understand that that is the fullness of what you are experiencing. You are not experiencing only the things that the ego is telling you. I just love this stuff. So with Venus, In Taurus, your value, your worth, which is based in your money, your self esteem, your work, all of that is a part of Venus and Taurus. The work that you do that then generates money or wealth or abundance in your life, the work that you do that doesn't generate. Sometimes many of us, some people make a lot of money but they spend as much money as they make. Why? Because they are not in alignment with their true abundance frequency. So you can have people that generate lots of money, but then all that money goes out. And so they're still poor. Why? Because their self esteem and their sensory body are not aligned correctly. They're doing all these physical things, but those physical things aren't getting them the money or the wealth or the abundance because their sensory body is not aligned to their physical body in the appropriate ways. Does this make sense? So, Venus at the 15th degree of Taurus is about resistance, and it's asking us to resistance is when you meet an opposite, when you meet an experience that goes against, that is in the that blocking you, right? So racism is one of those experiences. Racism is an oppositional experience. And when we have these oppositional experiences, we have two choices. We either are going to get bigger than the experience and absorb it, right? So when my son was born and my son had Down syndrome, I had to ask myself, how can I use this experience to grow me? Because if I didn't have that mindset, I was really clear that the experience was going to deplete me and drain me. I had two choices. I'm either going to grow or I'm going to be drained, one or the other. Um, Racism is the same way. It's like you're either going to discover the truth of who you are and become great, or you're going to become so filled with anger and resistance and um, hatred at the system that it is going to eat you and dissolve you. One or the other. There are no other ways. When we're meeting opposition, we have two choices. We absorb it or it absorbs us. And this opposition, I'm just giving two ways. It showed up in my life having a child with special needs, but it also can show up in many. Opposition is a necessary experience in our human evolution and becoming. Right now, this gas crisis that we're having, that is an oppositional experience to what we have been doing historically. So, how the question becomes when a few years ago, I heard myself say, get rid of your car and start using public transportation and ride shares and get a bicycle. So, that's what I did so that I absorbed the experience. And now I don't have a car note. I don't have car repairs, maintenance, insurance. I don't have any of those things. So, this experience that many people are going through that is very oppositional, I did some work several years ago to absorb it so that I wouldn't be at the effect of it. And this is Venus. Venus at the 15th degree. Can you create your body so that it is strong enough to absorb oppositional energies, to grow you and evolve you and make you stronger? Or will you succumb to the external force and it absorb you? One or the other. And so, one of the things that you can do to make yourself stronger is, one of the things that I do is I take cold showers, I do breath work. I place myself in extreme situations that give me the opportunity to grow my emotional body safely and in ways that allow me to gently and lovingly stretch my capacity, right? So breath work does that. Um, Ice baths do that. Ice showers do that. Um, exercise where you have to get out of your comfort zone does that. Planking, things that will force you out of your comfort zone into a greater capacity will help you to be able to face opposition and expand around it and absorb it rather than being absorbed by it. So today, with Venus in Taurus, your feelings, you have to really be able to identify what you're feeling and take responsibility for it. And then the moon today is in Libra, which is about our relationship to others. So we can expect that on a day like today, we might encounter experiences that feel really difficult with other people, that feel really challenging. And the thing is important to understand is that no one is your enemy. Really, they're not. Because with Venus, everything is a mirror reflection. It's the thing you need in order to grow, right? So if you understand that we are the creators of our reality, nothing is ever happening outside of us. We are energetically matched to everything that is in our reality. So if you're not at odds with it, then you can ask, why did I create this? How does this serve me? How can I use this in my becoming? And then the universe will give you the ways in order to expand it. Okay, so today is the last day for those of you who want to join the Saturn retrograde class. I have about 10 more spaces available, and the Saturn retrograde class is going to be designed to help us do exactly what I'm talking about. Look at the patterns in your family, look at the patterns that you inherited in your family that keep you stuck in old patterns, curses, trauma, love ways of relating in our love relation, ways of relating to money, scarcity. All these patterns are, it's time for us to dissolve them and transmute them into something else. So this is not work. You don't have to go make friends with your mother, but you will heal you will heal the trauma in your system related to your mother. You don't have to go make friends with your father, but you will heal the trauma in your system related to your father and all the other patterns that come through your family. And so, if you want to join, I will place the links here and you can join, or you can send me an email and I'd be happy to send them to you. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. Everyone, thank you for your donations and sharing how the work serves you and your gratitude. I really deeply appreciate it. I love you all very much. Have a really beautiful day. Bye bye.